New developments at 11 in the ongoing feud over immigration between Governor Ron DeSantis, who you see here, and President Joe Biden. Tonight, ABC 27 investigates a move by Florida's governor to crack down on illegal immigration in our state. We have found that move is now leaving children as young as infants forced to uproot again and in some cases move out of Florida. ABC 27's Katie LaGrone's breaking this story right now.
Governor DeSantis' promise to stop the influx of undocumented immigrants into the Sunshine State appears to be intensifying, this time with children, even babies, feeling its most recent impact. That's because a week ago, this Sarasota facility known as the Dream Center was forced to remove all of the nearly 60 unaccompanied children in its care.
Half of them were 13 or under.
Sam Sipes is CEO of Lutheran Services, which operates the center.
It was incredibly emotional for the kids and for the staff, yes. This place was, for many of those children, I would say for most of those children, the first place they've ever felt safe.
The Dream Center is one of more than a dozen Florida facilities that temporarily house unaccompanied children who come into the state legally under the Fed's Office of Refugee Resettlement, a federally funded program that assists undocumented people seeking asylum here. The problem, while the center is federally funded and operated, it must have a state license to house children. And weeks after submitting all the necessary paperwork for its annual renewal, Florida's Department of Children and Families has yet to renew that license or even tell them anything at all.
We received no response. We didn't receive a denial, we didn't receive an acceptance, and we weren't able to get answers from anyone in state government regarding the disposition of our license renewal.
Without a license, the center had no other choice but to move all of the kids in its care to other licensed shelters in the state. Some were even moved out of the state altogether.
Sad time.
Yeah. It really is. These are real people's lives at stake. It's very sad. And these 50-plus children were traumatized yet again by having to move in a hurry because we couldn't get clarity about our license status.
In a desperate attempt to get answers, Lutheran Services is now taking DCF to court, asking a judge to weigh in on DCF's apparent no response. But answers over why this federally funded center isn't getting the state's blessing may go back to this.
We have to put Florida children first.
Back in September, Governor DeSantis signed this executive order directly against the president's immigration policies. In it, he essentially directs state agencies to stop supporting federal programs transporting to the state, quote, aliens apprehended at the southwest border who do not have lawful status here. His order includes a directive to DCF. Unless there's an evidence of need, the department shall not grant or renew any license for shelters caring for unaccompanied children. In a lengthy statement, a governor's spokesperson cited the Biden administration, saying in part they continue to ignore his request to be notified on who, where, and when the feds send undocumented immigrants here. When asked what evidence of need means, the governor's spokesperson responded, it's still being established by DCF.
Children should not be political pawns.
Democratic Representative Anna Escamani of Orlando fears what this means for the other Florida shelters that temporarily house in total roughly 700 beds for unaccompanied children at any given time here.
The fact that all of a sudden our faith-based organization supporting undocumented children is controversial, it's purely the governor playing politics. It's not good policy. And it causes a great deal of harm for those children and those organizations who now have to scramble to find a safe place for these kids to go.
What I want to make really clear is that this is not political for us.
Back at the Dream Center, its 100 employees are still being told to show up to work.
What would you tell these children?
I'm sorry, I think would be the first thing.
As they all wait for answers on what's next and if a nationwide political debate will leave them and the children they're called to help caught in the middle.
We're approaching the Christmas season too, and we really don't want to have to tell 11-year-old victims of human trafficking that there's no room in the inn.
DCF also has yet to respond to our questions about what's going on. Same with the feds. We know other shelters are also up for statewide license renewal over the next couple months. Meantime, Lutheran Services is asking a judge to require DCF get back to them either way within the next 30 days. Katie LaGrone reporting.